What I want to show you today has to do with layers, coming back in with color pencil over watercolor, and also to experiment a little bit, be brave, and come in and like what would happen if you were to put a purple brownish line on top of a blue line. What kind of effect are you going to have? It just creates another sort of vibrant, it's not just a flat blue. Go ahead and pull out, I think this is a violet here. And you want to play around and see by doing a little bit of mixing, you know, what can happen. So if I wanted to go in and clean up an area too, come back in with your blue on top of a dry watercolor to get a little different effect. And I'm lightening up on the pressure as I fan out into sort of a gradient, but it's a different value on top of that blue, different color on top of that blue. The other thing is to take your time. It's really important. You get a lot accomplished going very slowly. And when you're, for me, when I'm working on a very exact circle, I slow down and do kind of, depends on the angle of my hand and the location of the paper will determine how. Right now I'm not putting a lot of pressure on that, but I can put on some pressure. Show you what happens. I think light, dark is more interesting. You want a little bit of variety in your composition. And to remember to be patient, take your time, and practice. The more skill you develop, like those color swatches you've been doing, you're learning a lot about color mixing, but you're also learning how to hold that pen or that pencil, how much water to put on your brush. All of those things add up over time. And you can apply those skills in different mediums. I've worked with painting and for years and different tools, and that's simply what it is. It's a tool to communicate an idea. The mediums are an important ingredient, but it's not the only thing we're dealing with here. So you just keep playing around. And I like to keep moving my paper around. If I wanted to go a little bit darker, I could pick up a brown. Or this is actually a nice kind of Tuscan red. Let's go with that. And gives it a little bit crisper look. And then again, you can lighten up on the pressure and create a little more of a gradient on top of that watercolor. Now, somebody asked me the other day, what do you do when you make a mistake? And it's like, well, you can come in and do a white gouache on top of it, and but usually when you do that, you're going to need to do it everywhere in the composition, kind of balance it out, because it will create a different texture in your composition. But like this mistake right here, I have no idea what I'm going to do with it yet. I do not know what's going to happen. I'm looking at it, I'm thinking there's got to be, maybe that's going to be a hole, or it's going to be a floating leaf, or I'm not sure yet. So anyway, I'm going to stop here, and I hope that helps. Bye.